Chapter 3. The Rise of Adanna. Mercy rejoices against judgment. In the aftermath of her harrowing escape and the prince's valiant rescue, Adanna found herself grappling with the weight of her newfound freedom. The air in the palace was thick with a sense of relief, yet Adanna's heart still carried the burden of her past. Each night, she found herself haunted by memories of her imprisonment, the cold stone walls of her cell seeming to encroach upon her even in the safety of her chambers. But with the dawn of each new day, Adanna resolved to cast aside the shadows of her past and embrace the promise of her future. As Adanna settled into her new life within the palace walls, she embarked on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Guided by the teachings of the Lord Jesus Christ and the wisdom of Proverbs 31, she sought to embody the virtues of strength, dignity, and compassion in all that she did. Each morning, she would rise before dawn to seek the counsel of the Lord in prayer, drawing strength from His presence as she prepared to face the challenges of the day ahead. With each passing day, Adanna's presence within the palace grew, her grace and humility endearing her to all who crossed her path. She took up the mantle of leadership with a quiet confidence, using her position to uplift those in need and advocate for justice and equality. Whether it was comforting a grieving widow or championing the cause of the oppressed, Adanna's compassion knew no bounds, her actions a testament to the transformative power of love and kindness. Yet, amidst the whirlwind of her newfound responsibilities, Adanna's thoughts often turned to the ones who had wronged her, her stepmother and stepsisters. The memory of their betrayal lingered like a bitter taste in her mouth, tempting her to seek vengeance for the pain they had inflicted upon her. But as she wrestled with the demons of resentment and anger, Adanna found solace in the teachings of forgiveness and grace. Remembering the words of the Lord Jesus Christ, who had taught to turn the other cheek and to love one's enemies, she chose a different path, a path of mercy and reconciliation. In a moment of profound clarity, Adanna realized that true strength lay not in seeking revenge, but in extending forgiveness to those who had wronged her. And so, with a heart filled with compassion, she extended an olive branch to her stepmother and stepsisters, offering them the opportunity for redemption and reconciliation. To her surprise and delight, they responded with contrition and humility, acknowledging the error of their ways and seeking forgiveness for the pain they had caused. In that moment, a bond of healing and restoration was forged, bridging the chasm that had once divided them. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Adanna continued to flourish in her role as a leader and influencer within the kingdom. Her wisdom and grace endeared her to all who knew her, earning her the admiration and respect of both nobles and commoners alike. But amidst the flurry of her duties and responsibilities, Adanna could not shake the feeling of a secret lingering just beneath the surface, a truth waiting to be revealed. It was in the quiet stillness of prayer that the truth was finally revealed to Adanna. She was with child. The news filled her with a mixture of joy and apprehension as she contemplated the implications of this unexpected blessing. Yet, amidst the uncertainty of the future, one thing remained steadfast: Adanna's unwavering faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. With His guidance and grace as her constant companions, she knew that she would face whatever challenges lay ahead with courage and conviction, trusting in the promise of a future filled with hope and promise. As the months passed and Adanna's pregnancy became more apparent, whispers began to spread throughout the kingdom. Some hailed it as a miracle, a sign of divine favor bestowed upon the virtuous maiden. Others whispered words of scandal and gossip, casting doubt upon the purity of Adanna's character and the legitimacy of her claim to the prince's affections. But amidst the murmurs of the crowd, Adanna remained steadfast in her faith and resolute in her convictions. She refused to be swayed by the opinions of others, choosing instead to focus on the task at hand, preparing for the arrival of her child and continuing to fulfill her duties as a leader and influencer within the kingdom. As the day of her child's birth drew near, Adanna found herself filled with a sense of anticipation and trepidation. She prayed fervently to the Lord for strength and guidance, trusting in His divine plan for her life and the life of her unborn child. And when the moment finally arrived, and Adanna held her newborn baby in her arms for the first time, she felt a sense of overwhelming gratitude and joy wash over her. In that precious moment, all doubts and fears melted away, replaced by an overwhelming sense of love and connection to the tiny life cradled in her arms. As she looked into the eyes of her child, Adanna knew that her life would never be the same again. With each passing day, she would strive to be the best mother she could be, instilling in her child the same values of faith, compassion, and resilience that had guided her own journey. Thank you, viewers, for tuning into Chapter 3 of Adanna's story. Please subscribe, share, and comment below.